Hi, and welcome to the second and concluding part of RAP's What's the Problem segment of Being Forever Happy. In our first part, we watched some interesting videos of people and what makes them happy. We then painted an imaginary scenario of what being happy forever could look like, and we came to the conclusion that being happy forever would be a problem, as that won't make life for us. Life is more than just the emotions of being happy. And we mentioned two particular points about the emotion of happiness. The first point was that it is not a stand-alone emotion, but happiness is part of the family of emotions that makes us all expressive. And number two, there are triggers to happiness, more like things outside of us that makes us happy. Now, for the video today, we are going to share more on the area of managing happiness, the management of happiness. So if there's a title, the title is this: Stop Chasing Happiness, Learn to Manage It Instead. Have you noticed the moment you finally buy that new phone, you've been waiting for it for so long, and all the advertisements that have come up to entice people all over the world to buy, and you're one of them, and then finally the day comes and there it's on sale somewhere in a shop in Orchard Road maybe, and then you go down and then you buy it. Wow, finally I got it. But after 2 or 3 weeks, it just becomes another phone. You finally go on your dream holiday, imagine. Somewhere it's called maybe Iceland, or maybe even the Antarctica. And you enjoy the time there. The snow, the ice, the experience of extreme cold, the experience of enjoying more nights or more days in that 24-hour period. And you truly love that experience. And then you come back home. And then the next day is Monday, going back to work. We all want happiness, right? But nobody ever taught us how to manage it. Today, we're not talking about becoming happy all the time. That's impossible. We're talking about managing happiness wisely. And I will share 4 points on how we can stop chasing happiness, but instead learn to manage it. Point 1. Now imagine you are trying to stay excited forever after eating your favorite pizza. And as you close your eyes and as the last bit of that pizza is in your mouth, you imagine the aroma, the taste, the melted ice, the texture of that pizza, and the sauce, the Tabasco sauce on it, and you are so in love, enticed by the taste, even more so by the imagination of it. But then after you finish eating it, it leaves, right? Your excitement, your happiness over eating that piece of pizza is gone. It's impossible to get excited forever about eating your favorite pizza, or for that matter, about anything in your experience in life. It's impossible to get excited forever. Our emotions naturally rise and fall. Psychologists call this hedonic adaptation. People naturally return towards their usual emotional baseline after positive or negative events. The key lesson in this is that don't panic when happiness fades. It was never meant to stay at the same intensity. When I was a child, I was quite a lonely guy. I didn't know how to socialize or even make friends. So I would imagine from afar the kids who are having so much fun during recess, kicking the ball. I would imagine myself being there with them and being the star of that football game. And that would make me so happy, triggering my imaginations. And I carried that imagination machine of mine as I was growing up in my teens, my young adult, and even at times as an adult. There was not much triggers outside of my life that made me happy. So my vivid imaginations became the triggers of my happiness. Sounds like a really sad story, isn't it? Yeah. But hey, don't pity me. It's all right. I'm over it. Yeah. Things have changed. So now I don't have that imagination box anymore. And there are things and people that trigger me to be happy. So happiness is never meant to be forever. Never meant to stay at the same intensity. You don't have to wait to being happy before you can live well. I say that again. You don't have to wait to be happy, to being happy before you can live well. And some people believe in that. So much so that they build their happiness based on their successes in life. They build their happiness based on the high grade scores of their children. They base their happiness on a luxurious home or car. Base their happiness on savings and investments in the future. Their traveling plans yearly. The future of their old age in the hands of their children. Oh, please, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't base your happiness in your old age in the hands of your children. They already would have such heavy burdens to carry, the cost of living being sky high, and their own personal pursuit of happiness. So do you see that these are all triggers to happiness? We want to be happy in the future, so we plan ahead for all these. Nothing wrong about making wise plans for the future, investment and savings and etc. And even saving for a good, nice house. Nothing wrong about that. But it becomes a problem when these temporal things becomes our triggers to happiness. Things will change in this unpredictable world of ours that we are living now. Things will just change. So, how do I live well then when I'm not feeling happy? And it comes to our point 2. Imagine chasing a butterfly. The harder you run to get it, the further it flies, it seems, right? But it's different with a cockroach, right? The harder you run away from it, the faster it comes towards you. Right? But we are not talking about cockroach, we're talking about butterflies. But if you sit quietly in a beautiful garden and as you see the butterflies all around you, sometimes there is this possibility that a butterfly might come near you. Happiness works the same. Research consistently shows people often become happier while pursuing meaningful goals, serving others, building relationships, and growing, not by obsessively trying to feel happy. Yeah, that doesn't bring you or make you feel happy at all. So instead of asking every day, am I happy? Ask, did I love someone today? Did I learn something today? Did I make someone smile today? Did I grow today? Ironically, that's when happiness shows up. When we tell somebody that you love her or you love them, when you learn something new, when you make someone smile, when you begin and experience growth in your own life. Point 3. Happiness isn't merely an emotion. It's also influenced by daily habits. There are 5 evidence-based habits. Number 1 is sleep. Your brain literally resets emotionally during sleep. That's why sometimes do you recall when you wake up, you feel fresh, you feel light after carrying a heavy burden the previous night. Number 2, exercise. Even a brisk 20 to 30-minute walk can improve mood. Number 3, gratitude. Write down 3 things that you are thankful for each day, whether it's early in the morning before you go to work or late in the night before you sleep. Just write down 3 things in the day that you are thankful for. It can be quite refreshing. It's simple, it's powerful, and it's also encouraging. Number 4, relationships. One meaningful conversation is worth far more than another hour of scrolling through social media, right? Number 5, helping others. You know, there have been these ads some time ago, and maybe presently also they are online. Yeah, ads of how one individual does a kind deed to someone, and that somehow triggers a chain reaction. And that's so exciting, right? Especially these ads, when you look at this ad, it's so exciting how one kind deed done by another is actually replicated in the lives of so many people, and it's a chain reaction. And it's very exciting. And you know something? That same reaction is waiting for someone to do the next deed, the next good deed. Can it be you? Can it be me? Will it be you? Will it be me? Studies consistently find that generosity and acts of kindness are associated with greater well-being. As the saying goes, happiness grows when it is shared. Point number 4, and this may be the most important point. Being sad doesn't mean you are failing. Being anxious doesn't mean you are broken. Even emotionally healthy people experience disappointment, grief, frustration, and stress. Managing happiness means learning to say, today isn't my best day, but tomorrow is another opportunity. So give yourself permission to have bad days. That's emotional maturity. And in conclusion, remember these 4 ideas. Number 1, happiness comes and goes. Happiness comes and goes. Number 2, stop chasing it directly. Stop chasing it directly. Number 3, build habits that support it. Build habits that support it. And number 4, don't fear bad days. Don't fear bad days. Life isn't about smiling every minute. It's about becoming the kind of person who can experience joy, endure hardship, and keep moving forward. Don't chase happiness, but build a life. Okay, I say it again. This is such a good phrase to say. Don't chase happiness. Build a life where happiness has a reason to visit. I think I repeat it once more. Don't chase happiness. Build a life where happiness has a reason to visit. So that's the end of this series on what's the problem segment of Red on this topic of forever being happy. I hope you found this video beneficial and very practical for you. Do pass it to others, especially to the younger generation of people that you know, the youth and the young adults. And if you are a leader or a group facilitator of a community group with youth and young adults, you can use this video as a teaching and training tool too. And if I can help you with that or give you some ideas on it, do buzz me on the comments here or email me at the address on the slide. I'm Ed, by the way. All right, so have a great day and great weekend ahead, everyone. See you again at the next episode of What's the Problem, which will be uploaded on the 28th of August with a new topic. Till then, I'm Ed, signing off.